What is it like to live in an economy where half the country is in a recession and a small portion is completely thriving and has no incentive to change anything? That is the current economy we're living in America right now. I write a newsletter about money psychology and behavioral economics, and I write a lot about how the economy affects how we individually think about and use our money. And as I've written about many times, we are living in a split reality, a bifurcated economy. Economists will call this a K-shaped recovery, where essentially the top percentile of wealthy Americans feel fine. They're more likely to own homes and stocks, and those have gone up by and large. But if you're in that bottom kind of portion, you are likely struggling. You're more likely to be affected by inflation. It's more likely that your wages have not kept up with inflation. And so I want to talk about how that is shaping how people think about the world. And I want to point out that it's not necessarily 50-50. Like the top 10% of earners in America account for 49% of consumer spending. They are by and large driving the economy forward. And I think that explains why you see a lot of headlines that will say, GDP is up or things seem relatively stable, even though a lot of people's lived experiences is quite bad. And that's why I don't love focusing on these top level headlines, because your lived experience vastly shapes how you perceive the economy. And a lot of people are living in two completely different economic realities. How we see the world and the economy and ourselves is heavily influenced by our money, how we, our experiences that we go through. And that explains why wealthier people feel better about the economy right now than poor people. And so the question is, what economy are you living in right now? And how is that shaping how you kind of see the world?